Hi and welcome to this auto-emotional presentation for a Saab 9.3 Cabriolet Aero spec. This is a 2007, presented on a gorgeous black metallic. As you can see, the car is in absolutely fabulous order. The factory fitted Aero body kit really does accentuate the car's lines. Swedish powerhouse, so well built. Everything seals, shuts, clunks and clicks as you would expect a car of this quality and this nature to do so. This 2007 example has absolutely full 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗢𝗡𝗠𝗢𝗧 service history and has been lovingly cared for by its owner. As you can see, it's had a few choice cosmetic upgrades as well as some factory fitted options. Those include the gas discharge xenon headlights. You've also got the front fog lights, the front splitter, grille, and wheels have had a going over with black paint to ensure that they colour coordinate with the rest of the car's body and really do set it off from the other popular 9.3 models out here. The red brake calipers behind those awesome venom looking alloys, giving the car a very distinctive look. All the shut lines of the car in very good order, tinted glass throughout. The car from any angle is unmistakably that classic Saab shape, yet this being one of the latest years that the 9.3 was produced really does make for some lovely factory fitted upgrades such as the clear and red rear lights. Being the Aero, it also has quite a high spec, including the center mounted aerial. The roof's completely electric and we'll demonstrate that operating in a second. The boot spoiler, 9.3 Aero badging, the rear distance control and the twin exhausts. They're giving a indication as to the 2.5 litre V6 turbos, 250 brake horsepower engine capacity. Reversing camera that's fitted to the double DIN touchscreen sat nav that has been updated to this particular car. Again, we'll go through all the options and show all the ancillaries working, and being of course a Saab, you have no problems with reliability. The car starts, stops and goes absolutely as it should. Very serene driving, very quiet, and despite it being a convertible, it's very, very secure and solid on the inside. Even with the roof down, it's very easy to have an audible conversation without shouting. Just the build quality of this car really is good, yet when you put your foot down, that 2.5 litre V6 turbo really does kick in, and the 250 brake horsepower engine does come onto its own. One of the great features of this vehicle and one of its party tricks is the remote central locking, which of course not only locks and unlocks the vehicle, but as you'll see, will drop all of the glass. That's known as total closure, and as well as that, lift up that gorgeous roof. It's actually had, within the last 500 kilometers, a new element of the roof mechanism replaced to ensure that you've got absolutely no issues come through for its next owner. And this really does let the gorgeous U.A.E light and sun that we have throughout the year into the cabin. And as you can see, it's got the two-tone light and dark grey interior with the brushed aluminium accents and the piano black, somewhat sparkly, I'm not sure if the camera will pick this up, trim. Really in absolutely brilliant order. There you can see the Aero badging. Of course, the seats are three-way memory electric and again work absolutely flawlessly, including the lumbar support memory functions. To step into the back, simply pull the catch up and you'll see there's lots of safety features, jacking points, safety belts, airbags throughout, including even onto the seating. roof cover in really good condition, and that cabin easily seats 4 adults in comfort. You can also open the boot off the remote control. Great little touches here on the car. You've got the load space as well as the load space indicator to let you know. Warning triangle, spare wheel and tools. As you can see, the boot is very clean. This car has had absolutely no accident damage whatsoever. Saabs do tend to be driven by mature drivers, and this one is a good example again of a car that's really been lovingly taken care of. Electric windows throughout, and great sound system as well, and again electric seats, all fully operating as you would expect. Another reason to demonstrate why this car is in such good order is all the books, which carry all the correct user manuals in English and Arabic, getting you the most out of the vehicle. And more importantly, of course, is the service book. And as you can see there, from absolutely day one, the vehicle has been with 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗧 and is fully stamped up. This particular vehicle, despite it being a 2007, has actually only got 99,000 kilometers, so hopefully the vehicle goes into the hands of its very lucky new owner, who will just see it turn to 100, somewhat of a birthday for the car. Stepping into the vehicle, of course, the memory seats have been set to my choice currently. Aero style key here unlocks the car. All the lights come on as required. It starts absolutely whisper quiet. The trip computer checks that there's absolutely no issues with the car, and as you can see there, a clean bill of health. Now, this 2.5 litre V6 turbo engine is so quiet. You can drive this with the roof down and have a conversation at an audible level without shouting, yet that turbo, as you can see, even by the time we're hitting 4,000 revs, it's not even close to getting to the red line of the turbo. Really in very good option. The electric windows, tinted, legal, dark from the outside yet clear from the inside. You can also cut the power to the rear windows in case you have the children on board. Electric mirrors, that being the drivers and that being the passengers. You've also got the full folding option there, and you've also got the auto down on the passenger side in case you're reversing. The brushed aluminium steering wheel that has controls for your trip computer, as you can see there, just going through distance of fuel remaining and so on and so forth. Very handy piece of kit. You've also got the paddle shifts on the steering wheel on this car, in addition to that gorgeous super smooth gearbox. So the gearbox can be driven in normal drive mode. You can then shift it over to manual and utilize the plus and minus up and down gear change, or if you prefer, even while driving on the fly, you can also use the minus and plus to go up and down the gears, which really does add a sporting feel to the vehicle. You've got the lights with, of course, the fog lights there, and adjustable steering column off the bottom. The roof button, which works perfectly well, as you've seen demonstrated even off the key. Trip computer, skid control and night panel. AC, which of course you can't feel, yet you'll be able to hear is absolutely ice cold on this car. Being a Saab, of course, you've got multiple airbags as shown earlier on the seats, here on the steering wheel and on the passenger console. An armrest that can move forward and back depending on your preference. Good little cubby hole there and there. Lovely little touch of this so you can pull it down for your drinks holder. and that so bright here. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but the what we'll do is we'll just spin the car around. You'll see that it'll be done at total ease and my pleasure. Hopefully the sun will be slightly less on this side, so you'll be able to get a bit of a better idea of the capabilities of this particular unit. There you see the navigation being demonstrated, and you've got DVD. You can mute the system, auxiliary input, SD card input, infrared remote control, which does come with this. It's Bluetooth, so there you've got your microphone input, all the tracks up and down and radio stations, GPS card, which is up to date for the U.A.E, as well as input for your USB. Tons of options: radio, Bluetooth, audio setup, sat nav, discs, USB, SD cards, and further options to sort of refine the system to your liking. iPod integration as well, and third screen with a calculator and games for you as well. So can't say that you're going to be bored in this vehicle. And the sat nav, of course, has tons and tons of options, making this a very, very well spec'd out car. The vehicle, as you can see, even though it's running, is absolutely whisper quiet. I'm not having to raise my voice in the slightest to make myself audible, yet from any angle, this 2007 9.3 Aero Cabriolet, presented in the gorgeous black metallic with that touchscreen sat nav, perfectly working roof, and fully coordinated in black with the leather interior without even a scratch on it, fully electric, ice cold AC, and full garage service history. This is a vehicle that we know is going to be a very popular car and not hang around for a long time. So we thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this presentation, and look forward to any inquiries you have on this gorgeous car from AUTOEMOTIONAL.